inside the vibe, welcome to the flow. From the mind of Lil Joe, where the stories grow. Laid back wisdom, smooth as Sunday brunch. A life of thought, he hits you with the punch. Lil Joe's mind, a maze of gold. From jokes to truth, stories untold. Pull up a chair, let the convo roll. It's the mind of Lil Joe, feeding your soul. Talking about the world from the wild to the mild. Every topic on the table, thoughts free and wild. Chill like a summer breeze, groove so divine. From the cosmos to the corner, all intertwined. Retro funk with a lo-fi swing. Chill rap waves, let the podcast sing. Wisdom laced in humor, truths in disguise. Lil Joe dropping gems, open up your eyes. From late night laughs to early morning rants. Philosophies dance while the rhythm enchants. Relax, kick back, it's the vibe we sow. Straight from the mind of Lil Joe, let's go. Lil Joe's mind, a maze of gold. From jokes to truth, stories untold. Pull up a chair, let the convo roll. It's the mind of Lil Joe, feeding your soul. Lil Joe's mind, a maze of gold. From jokes to truth, stories untold. Pull up a chair, let the convo roll. It's the mind of Lil Joe, feeding your soul. Talk about
The Exchange Club Family Center is here to help parents learn how to provide a safe and healthy, nurturing home environment. If you would like to be a part of the program and live in Nassau, Baker, or Clay counties, please go to the Exchange Club Family Center website at exchangeclubfamilycenter.com. Or if you'd like to become a member of the Exchange Club here in Jacksonville, please also go to our website again at exchangeclubfamilycenter.com.
What happens when your story is too small for the big networks? When your message matters, but you can't afford the spotlight. That's where Purpose-Inspired TV steps in. We're the bridge between the haves and have-nots, covering the events and voices others ignore. Available on Roku and Fire TV, we make professional streaming affordable for everyone. Your purpose deserves a platform. Join Purpose-Inspired TV.
Now, I'm doing all that talking and have my mic muted. I, yeah, what y'all laughing at me? I apologize. I do apologize for the people that's watching. I can't even repeat everything that I said. Well, first of all, welcome again. Welcome back to From the Mind of Little Joe. We are on Fire TV and Roku under Purpose Inspired TV. If you haven't done so far, go to Purpose Inspired TV. Well, you got to cut the TV on, cut on your Roku or cut on your Fire TV and type in Purpose, or if you can speak it, Purpose Inspired TV. But if you're old school, you don't have the microphone on your remote control, just say Purpose or type in Purpose Inspired. And sometimes when we type in the word inspired, our logo comes up. If not, type in the whole thing, Purpose Inspired TV. And there's it's like lion head right, whoops, right there. You should see that lion head. And click on that. As you install it, it's free to install it. And then sometimes you can even do me a favor. You haven't seen it yet, but you give me some 5 stars. Give me 5 stars. If you scroll down to the bottom and ask you can put in, check how many stars. But it's kind of like they ask you to rate something before you even watched it yet. But you can hit those 5 stars. It won't hurt you. So I think it should be some Black History stuff up there. So we're constantly looking for content creators. We're looking for content for the channel. I'm working with people now all over. Just met some people yesterday or this weekend. Some people from New York should be getting ready to send some content. Got movie producers right there in Atlanta that's going to be working with us. Right here in the Florida area. Still got some content creators over all the way in Africa, Nigeria, and maybe even I have some friends in Liberia. Maybe we can get some stuff from them in Liberia. And all the way got some people watching us and supporting us in the Philippines, Cebu, Philippines. I went there in like 2007. I loved it. I would really love to go back. I just really love traveling the world. And most people, if you haven't traveled the world, especially like a lot of young people have no idea what's going on in the world. Even I got to see adults too that haven't left. They complain a lot and refuse to help make stuff better here. But I believe we're kind of isolated from the world. There's a lot of countries several countries that's smaller than the United States, and so they get to see a whole lot of different cultures that a lot of people here don't get to see. It is in a way with the different states in the different areas of the country that you will see. Oh my good, clashes of the cultures that's just crazy. But a lot of people, they don't travel, they don't get out, they don't go outside, they don't see what's going on, so they're isolated and don't understand. So that I believe that's part of our problem with the division in our country. But I digress. Let's get into it. So I just want to show y'all. I've been excited about this. I've been waiting for this. Let me switch the camera. Bam! Check this out. Check this out. I told y'all back. I was interviewed, um, and I got the interview back a couple of weeks ago. I made it to like an audio book, and I posted that. But I ordered some actual sorry, copies of the interview. And actually, you know what? Let me switch back. I thought I was ordering entire copies of the magazine. I think I was telling people I was giving the magazine, and I was going to take them to my birthday celebration. Yeah, I know some people asking about a birthday celebration. I had to postpone it. Had some issues that came up with the location. I was all fired up, ready to go, was getting all this stuff prepared till I got that phone call. But I did not reschedule. It's kind of hard to turn the ship. You got the ship going in a direction, and then you snatch the whole the whole boat is taken away, and it's hard to just turn it back within a short period of time. So for those who are interested and would like to support and want to come out to my birthday celebration, I tell you the truth, I don't know when. I don't know. But the time just stuff just keep on happening, stuff just keep on coming up. So it's hard to find that gap to set it up again. But Lord's will, Lord help me figure it out. We'll do it again. But anyway, like I said, I thought I ordered some copies of the magazine, and I wanted them to have them by the party. And but anyway, I got them this weekend. So here is my article. That's what they did. They sent my articles. Here's I guess this would have been the cover, second, well, the page of the article and the third page of the article. So I do have some extra prints of those. So this is not my first time being interviewed, not my first time being in magazines. I've actually written for a couple of different, I'm thinking like three, maybe four different magazines. And so, so I've actually been the writer. And I know one was like right around this time. But anyway, can't think of it. But anyway, yes, I've been in magazines, written articles for magazines, been interviewed. It was another Canadian company just that interviewed me. We did a nice interview. I'm waiting for them to send me the copy of the interview too. But the point is, I just feel like sometimes that nobody hardly even listening to me, listening to the podcast, the shows, or stuff on the channel. It's just, so a lot of people get into that. Like, is anybody listening to me? Am I talking to myself? Yeah. And then out of nowhere, yeah, we've been watching you and we want to interview you. We've been watching you. We want you to do some work with you. Like, wow, I have no evidence of that. They're not putting likes and they're not leaving comments, but they are having conversations about you. So I guess, that's a good thing that there's still people could be watching, paying attention, what you're doing. They may not, in many cases, let you know that they're paying attention to you. But if you're doing your purpose, you're doing the will, I constantly harp on your purpose. As long as you continue to move forward in your purpose, you're going to attract the right people. The right people are going to see your work. And I think I believe that's what happened here. They saw this different things that I was doing and thought I was a quite interesting feller. And they wanted to get a little bit more information about this little Joe and see what little Joe was doing. So I'm thankful for the interview. Like I said, I got some limited copies. Right now, it might not be worth a whole lot, but one day, so I don't know, somehow I'm going to give some people, might even autograph it. And you hold on to it now. If you get a copy and I sign it and put a date, and I think we should put it in the frame. Hold on to it, because one day I'm going to work hard until the day I die to make something out of myself and leave something for the country. So I just might be a little bit famous, so that paper might be worth something. I know I'm going to continue to work hard to make the article worth something. All right. So let's get on deep into it. So it's a lot of stuff going on in the country. Oh my goodness, is it? So I just want to talk about. I think I looked up like some of the top 10 things that's going on. Where we at? Do I need to? I'm sorry, I should have this. Where we at? I had my notes ready to go. I apologize again. So I'm at my home studio. I have all my notes stuck in front of me. I know y'all can figure that out. Okay, like I said, let y'all know I got some cameras here. I'm live on a couple of platforms, and I have my cell phone here. some live over here on my page. So that's what if I'm looking back and forth, I just let you know what's going on behind the scenes and everything. So one of the, like I said, I put in what's the top topics people keep talking about. What's going on? Yeah, well, inflation and the cost of living. It is going up. Stuff is getting more expensive. Really, stuff is not getting more expensive. But you know what? Stuff is not getting more expensive. It's our dollar value is dropping. You got to sometimes you got to turn stuff upside down and flip it around and look at it at another way. Then sometimes you can find the truth that way. The value of our dollar is dropping. When the value of your money start dropping, it's going to cost you more. There you go, inflation. Inflation. So it's really the dollar. There's a lot of stuff keeping its value. A lot of things still keeping its value, but the dollar is not. So it's dropping. So that affects our groceries, our rent, gas. So it affects a lot of different people. So so that's where like a lot of people say, well, you spoke like back in the day, your grandparents tell you to save money and put it on their mattress. Yeah, it's really not too wise because like, every day the value of that dollar is decreasing. But what you really supposed to do, like the banks, the banks don't save, right? Did you know that? Banks don't save your money. The banks is constantly putting your money. Like you go take some money, put in your checking or your savings account. Immediately, they're putting in the work. They loan that money out. You got $100. They gonna take your $100 and loan 100 people your $100. Like what? Yeah, it is weird, but they put your money to work and they make money. They making all this interest off of your money, and then they give you fractions of pennies in return. But it's other ways to make money with your money. Your money you need to put your money to work. So actually, we're going to be doing some more. We're going to be teaching some classes on that even more. We've taught some classes on that in the past, and we are going to do it again. But yeah, a lot of people are feeling broke. They're feeling the pinch. They're feeling the pain. But like I said, a lot of people are dealing with it. Some people had the warning that it was coming. So I guess I throw this warning out here now. It is going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get worse. Things are going to get worse. So you should be getting prepared now, saving up. I mean, getting food, water. I'm not telling you to hoard and go crazy, but the time is now to start getting prepared. The time to get prepared for a storm is when there's no storm. You shouldn't wait till the storm. You start hearing the rumbling and the lightning, then start getting prepared. No, you should get prepared for the storm when you think there's no storm coming. So, what's our next one? We're going to be talking about the immigration and the borders. Man, the border policies, asylum. Oh, man, this stuff is all messed up. It's all jacked up. It's part of the plan. It's part of the plan. It's part of the program. What I mean by that, the Project 2025. Then they got another project called Project Esther. All of that is part of the plan. So we thinking that it's just a mistake that these things are happening. Part of the plan. So what do? Come up with a plan. You need to get a plan because this is already a plan. They done laid out the plan. They laid it out. Let us know what they're going to do. So what you do is read their plan and get prepared for the plan. So all this immigration stuff is already planned. So what I just heard recently is a lot of farmers, especially farmers in the Texas area, they are saying they have a shortage of people. So all these people, they taking our jobs, they taking our jobs. Okay, there's plenty of jobs. Plenty of jobs out there right now. There's plenty of work, plenty of jobs. And even the ICE crackdown, there's millions of immigrants in Texas. But they went all the way to Minnesota where there's not that many. If you notice, they're not bothering the quote unquote red states that has the immigrants. They're going to the blue states. But it's still affecting. So what's going on in Texas? People, some of them are heading back. I'm talking about the immigrants. Some immigrants are heading back. Some immigrants are hiding out. Some immigrants are moving from place to place. So a whole lot of different things going on, but it's affecting our economy. So people keep on saying that they're on these immigrants, these illegal immigrants are using the system, and that's not true. They don't have any proof of that. What proof they do have is these immigrants were helping boost our economy. They putting billions of dollars into the economy. And then they're putting millions of dollars into like the Social Security system, which most of them would never ever be able to use. So they're putting money in, which we need big time to keep it from collapsing. But so we're taking all these people out at once, and that's ripping people like I said, people working on a job, and you just removing their workforce. So instead of dealing with these situations precisely, like with a scaffold, they're going through the country with a sledgehammer and just destroying people's lives. I've seen it was a sheriff that was telling the story how it was a immigrant that has all the right proper paperwork, but because I guess he didn't have the right accent, the ICE decided to detain him, yank him out of the car. He was a parole, what was it, a parole officer, or he worked for the sheriff's officer? I think it was a parole officer. So he had um, the right information. They didn't care. They still arrested him. And then you know what they did? They got him to get out of his running car. I don't know. Well, I think it was his running car. Either way, they just left his car in the middle of the street, and I believe it was running. They just grabbed this guy. I guess they figured they got him one, and just left his car running. Well, you know, some people has been unalive, so it's a lot of those different things. But I think it's hurting the way. Yeah, what's going on is hurting the country instead of any kind of long lasting benefit. We have long lasting issues that's taking place. So they claim, okay, when we do this or do that, when we deport these different people, they're not caring if they're getting people that they shouldn't be deporting. They're not caring if they deporting American or arresting American citizens. It's like really no care or concern. So that's a major issue. And we can't keep on blaming the previous administration, even the Obama administration, all those many years ago. It's crazy. How are you still blaming somebody from that far back? You just can't. But the base, the base love it. The base love hearing those names. So that's why they keep on yelling and saying those names. It's like the trigger words. Uh, but I do think what's happening is hurting a lot of cities. They doing study that they're really not saving. Like you would think, hey, we're saving this much money by what we're doing. That's not happening. It's causing more problem, causing more chaos, and causing the United States having to pay more money. So yeah, all the cities and states are affected by that. Um, I think one thing that's missing. So a lot of people they're saying, law and order. They shouldn't have brought the law. They shouldn't have broke the law without any kind of compassion. So we have, as Americans, I believe we have lost our humanity. Well, not everybody. There's still some people out there, but we are reverting. I guess the again, those hats again. So there's a lot of bad things that happened in the past. We're just doing it again. We are going backwards. We shouldn't be going back. We should be progressive, moving forward, not regressive, moving backwards. But that's a lot of things. What's happening is going back. Is this sustainable? I do not believe this is sustainable. I don't even think we got too many more months of this before there's something major going to happen. So it's not sustainable. It's not beneficial to the country, but it does Oh my goodness. I got this message. Let me try to deal with this message that came through. Sorry for the interruption. Sorry for the interruption. Over here. I do this before my phone ring. Okay. All right. Where we at now? So we're talking about. Let's talk about jobs, the job market. So people, I think I hit on a little bit. Some people saying that if we get all the immigrants out of the country, that's going to open up jobs and going to open up housing. Didn't work that way. It's not working that way. We got to understand the economy. The economy needs to. It's a machine, and it's moving a certain way. And then if you're gonna adjust this, it's a fine tuned machine. And when you try to make any kind of adjustments, it should be fine tuned adjustments, not just taking a sledgehammer. But basically, they taking a sledgehammer to the economy, and a lot of stuff is crashing and wrecking and not working. So even the job. So I imagine I can't. I'm just making these numbers up in my head right now. I'm making these numbers up. But imagine you are in a city and you gonna do crackdown on immigration. All right, sounds like a good thing. We're gonna crack down on immigration without a plan. All we're gonna do, we can go snatch out as many immigrants as we possibly can in this short period of time. So okay, so let's go to a particular city. Let me just make up. Um, Let me see, Joville. Okay, we're going to this Joville, and we believe that in Joville there are some immigrants in Joville. So when we go to Joville, not a large town, but we find out that we can probably get at least 100 immigrants out of there. So we can go and bombard, flood the city. We arrest us 10 immigrants and take them away. So now some of the children are left behind. So now we, we, the government needs to help take care of that child when they might have had a parent that was working and taking care of the child, but now you just took that working parent away. So now they are not available to take care of that child. So now maybe one or both of the parents, let's just say they took the dad and left the mom, but the dad was the only one working. So now the mom don't have the money to continue to take care of the family because they didn't give them time to take care of stuff. So now the mother have to figure out a way to leave and need some emergency help. So now let's say it's a mother and a daughter. Mother and daughter has to move out because the husband is no longer working. So now since the mother has to move and figure out some place to stay, that person who had a lease that was getting income from that person working, now they just lost that income. So now you can say an American can go and get that apartment. Okay, they still had opportunity to get it before, so they can go and do the job that man was doing. They go do the job that the man was doing. Now they have the money to get that apartment. Well, no, that's working in the fields. That's working on roofs. I don't want to do that. So the Americans don't want to do those jobs. So they don't want to do jobs to get the money to pay for their apartment. So now the apartment is sitting empty. Now, what about the grocery store? Now you got a grocery store that you had 50 50 more customers, 100 customers. Now you just took away 100 customers. Feeding, I'm just saying, if it's a family, I'm just going to say 100. If you took 100 people, those 100 people was taking care of at least three other people. A lot of times, bigger families, they just say 300. So now that grocery store that was providing food for 300 people or more, all of a sudden is gone. Those people are gone. They're no longer around for you to feed them. So now the grocery store is affected. So now the grocery store have to cut back on the hours of the workers that were working there. And some of those were white Americans. So now their hours are getting cut. So now look at the farmers, let's say like a small business providing different food for the grocery store. So now those people, that their customers are gone, so they can't sell their product to what they were selling. But my point, do you see the trickle effect? So just by just running through somewhere, just yanking out hundreds of people without seeing the consequences. And they're saying, hey, we're getting evil, the worst of the worst. That's been verified time and time again. That's not the case. The government has a quota system, so they have to meet so many people on this quota. Sorry. Mhm. Oh man, oh, that ended. Oh well. All right, let me keep it going. Yeah. So removing one person probably affects a lot of people, a lot of the economy by taking that one person out. That person was working, putting most of their check back into that economy, and they take that person away. Now that's gone. And then, okay, jobs open up, and then people don't want those jobs. They don't. Some of the jobs are too hard and too harsh and too dirty that a lot of the typical Americans are not going to do that job. So now you just left a big old gap in that particular jovial town. We see a lot of the cuts that was taken away. That was a lot of cuts. So now a lot of especially the rural areas, they're losing their hospitals. They're losing money for the medical. It had nothing to do with the immigrants. It has to do with pretty much quote unquote greed. So there are jobs out there, but they're tight. But if they continue to take, what is it, millions of immigrants away, that's going to be causing a whole lot more people to lose their jobs. Like space say, it doesn't make sense. If you take all these immigrants out, how are they losing jobs? Because those people were doing different things that provided a lot of different jobs and helping a whole lot of different businesses and small businesses. You remove them, it's a void. It's a big void. And again, like with the jobs, a lot of the Americans, they're not doing those jobs. So that leads me to number 4, artificial intelligence, AI. Actually, I'm gonna do a real quick plug. Actually, this Saturday, my my scheduled appearance at Kids Hope Alliance has been rescheduled. I will be at the Kids Hope Alliance this Saturday, this coming Saturday, and I shouldn't even put no dates on something recorded like this. But actually, yeah, this Saturday, downtown Jacksonville, we're close to downtown Jacksonville. I will be teaching I will be the special guest teaching about AI and AI using AI for your finances. Yeah, so my live went dead. So, well, it's still live. Yeah, that's right. So if anybody in the Jacksonville area watching this live today, and some watching pre-recorded, anybody's watching live today, you can join me. It's a free event. Some more other training, teaching will be going on, helping with business, helping you with your business, helping you build your business, helping you with your business operations. And I will be, like I said, my segment section. I think I'm gonna be teaching about an hour about using AI, basic AI talking to people who are probably afraid of AI and thinking AI is taking people's jobs. Yeah, a lot of people will lose their job with AI, and also a whole lot of people getting more different jobs by using AI. So you either sit back and wait for you to lose your job or get ahead of the game and go ahead and start learning something about AI now. Get ahead. Yes, AI is a tool. Tool is not a monster. So yes, it is growing fast. It's growing fast, and a lot of people are afraid of that. Uh, so businesses are using AI. A lot of people ignoring it. Like I said, so if you ignore it, you're gonna get left behind. Um, AI is not the future. AI is now. AI is in full effect right here, right now. No matter what your skill set is, whatever your position is, whatever your job is, I behoove you to learn something about AI. It's just, you need to. The sooner the better. Um, the longer you wait, it's going to be hard. You can get further and further behind. So it's best to get involved and learn about it now. And I'm your man. If you need a special like a tutor, you need somebody to give you a one-on-one education with AI, you can hit me up. Or also you can join me in some different other events. I've yeah, I've been in different places around town, but yeah, and y'all need somebody to come speak at your church group. You want to join us on one of my lives? Let me know. But like I said, I break it down to anybody, everybody can understand it. So it's it could be complicated, but I break it down so people can understand it. Again, you need to know about that soon, 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 soon. The future is now. Need to know how to know about AI is now. So let's talk about this topic about all this political division going on in this country. Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. And I guess every year we're like, it's never been this bad before, and it gets worse. Never been this bad before, and it gets worse. I still gotta say it's never. Well, I can't say that. It's been bad. I guess after our different. I'm trying to figure out when it's really been good. uh, so there's so many division, different churches. That's what's driving me. One thing that's driving me crazy is this. One pastor get on. You you supposed to love Trump no matter what, and obey Trump and do what Trump says because the Bible tells you so. Then right after he goes off, there's another pastor. You shouldn't. Here's Bible verses showing you why you shouldn't be following Trump to the end of the world. End of the, so it's that's yeah, it's really driving me crazy. But you still got to learn and study for yourself. And my thing is, you can tell a person by their fruit. It doesn't matter what come out of their mouth, is what their actions are, what's their fruit. So we got plenty of fruit. We got plenty of fruit to show what a lot of our government does and believe, participate in. So we know we got these files. We got all these pictures and pictures and pictures and folders and files. I think they just unloaded all this stuff because you can be overwhelmed when you get too much stuff. Um, let's say like I had to bring his name up. Well, they talk about Bill Clinton. So Bill Clinton had like this one woman, one situation. They was able to ride out on that situation, and with the impeachment and all these hearings and all that kind of stuff. So the system is designed for that. The system is not designed for 50 or 100 controversies at once. It can't deal with it. It's just too much. So a lot of stuff just keep flying by, and a lot of people, they see stuff happening and look like the government is not doing anything about it. So people like, okay, since they didn't do anything about it, Back in the day, the FBI would have been kicking the door in, arresting people. But now they not saying anything. So I guess some of the people are balked. Some of the people are wrapped around their finger, and other it's just so many different things they can't keep up with it. So does that mean you should give up? No. Um, you should fight a good fight. Uh, you should have some godly morals. Stick with those godly morals and teach it. Teach teach right from wrong, and the right, and the right and wrong to the younger people. So that said, gives me to my next point: education, the curriculum debate. I guess y'all see down here in old Florida, they are banning. Oh, they banned so many different books. They banned so many books. Some agree. I agree with some of the books that should have been. They shouldn't have been on the bookshelves, especially for our kids. But if you want to write a book, it's supposed to be a free country. You can write that book, but everything is just not freedom to be consumed by our youth and children. So that's kind of like where I draw the line. So if we said that's inappropriate, that's inappropriate for the youth. But if you want to write your book, put and sell your book, put your book in the bookstore, by all means. Even if I can't stand what you got in there, that's part of freedom of speech. But to get rid of, like some of what they're trying to do, get rid of all Black history and mention of anything Black people did or anything that was done bad to them. That's what's trying to be erased. So that's a typical whitewashing. I don't know if some of y'all, everybody don't know what whitewashing is. Is trying to make them look totally innocent from all the bad things that they've done. So they whitewash it and remove it from the education system. So the younger people, if they're not doing the research, and we are in the time of the age of information, we just about anything that you want to know. But the problem is, it's not all good information. It could be some people. Um, it could be some people that's giving some bad, or even bad, or even racist information. Um, and even in the AI apps, they're still controlled. They're still told what to say and what not to say. Yep, believe it or not, I don't know if all of them. I can't say that, but I know some of them are, and I know they are. A few of them, they are told what to say in response to different things. It should be wide open. So that don't happen. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So yes, like even with AI, it's time to get the kids learning about AI now. Um, so if most of the kids already using AI, and some even adults use AI and don't know it. So if they can teach them, go ahead and start teaching them everything that's possible, that's feasible about AI. Teach them so they can start using it and start getting more education so they can be the expert. So a lot of these positions are getting replaced by AI, but somebody still got to run the AI. If it's a robot, somebody still got to have some participation with that. So I say learn as much as possible about AI and teach as much as possible. Health costs, you know what I'm saying? The health costs are going up. Oh, we are dealing with that right now. Oh, man. Dealing with that right now. So, insurance, prescription access insurance going up. Um, mental health prices are going up. Stress economy equals health risk. A lot of stress. a lot of stuff going on in the country is causing people to go to the hospital. Yeah, it's a lot of what's going on is what's causing people to go to the hospital. And then you get prescribed some expensive medication that the price is supposed to be going down, but a lot of places the price is still going up. So, ooh, it's just hard to say with the direction that healthcare is going in. Oh man, I don't know what's going on. Why I'm yawning like this? Crime and public safety, like we keep on hearing, law and order. There's a lot of politicians and the people in the administration are breaking many, many laws, but all people saying we need good crime and good public safety. Okay, anybody? Um, sorry, man. I just had this wonderful thought. Oh man, I forgot what I was about to say. I know it was good stuff. But okay, so let me go this other route: crime and public safety. So the people, a lot of people in the inner city and the people out in the country have different definitions of crime and public safety. They deal with things differently. They handle things differently. So sometimes those two sides need to get together and discuss what's going on in both areas, so they can come peacefully with a solution instead of both sides arguing and fussing and screaming at each other. Um, so there is a balance between safety and families. There's a way to get immigrants by protecting the family and having fairness with the family, especially if the person hasn't been charged. It's a lot of these situations where the people haven't been charged or they were found innocent. They got the people and making them, we got them locked up for like 8 weeks. 8 weeks. The person did nothing, broke no laws, anything. And now they got to try to recover from this 8 weeks of being gone. And the government, oh well, my bad. That's not doing people right. It's not doing people right at all. So I just talked earlier about the housing crisis. We got, I think they said on these realtor site, I think they said we have at least more than 100. No, no, I'm sorry, more than 1 million empty houses here in Florida that's waiting to be sold, waiting for somebody to move in, and that number is increasing because people are not able to afford their houses. So now they turn into apartment complexes. So one thing we have in here, I think, I'm not sure if it passed all the way, but I think it might have passed for them to get rid of paying taxes on houses. Some people say that is a good idea. It's a good idea that we don't have to pay taxes on our house. Well, Florida is a state that doesn't pay federal taxes. So that I'm not sure. I can probably Google it. Not Google it. Well, I can do some little research and find out how much. Um, I can find out how much they. Oh, excuse me. Lord have mercy. Oh, bring in for taxes. And okay, here's my point. Y'all know that corporations are buying up houses. A lot of corporations are buying up the houses. Like even I can look at my neighborhood. We had I think it was like a section one when they first built the house, we built the neighborhood, another section two, and they went years without building again. And during that uh, during that time, majority of the people and those houses were we were all homeowners. So we were paying, state tax and everything that we're supposed to pay. And then they decided they came back out and did another bill. They went to another end of the um, the housing neighborhood and put a lot of houses at one end. And they did the same thing. They went to the north side of it and put a whole lot of houses up on the north side. And majority of those, if not all of those, they were rentals. Corporations owned those houses, or they owned those houses. So who was that? Um, DR. Somebody just told me this region. I might be saying it wrong. I think they said DR Horton owned like 4,000 houses in Florida. I could be way off. I could be wrong company, wrong number. But imagine that a builder owning 4 or 5,000 houses and have to pay rent, not rent, have to pay um, insurance. I'm saying all the wrong words. Taxes. We're talking about taxes. So now, imagine this company on 5,000 houses. So if I had me a person to tag team off of, I do better that way sometimes. So you got so now they're buying up big chunks of the houses, and I think what happened was hey, look, yeah, see, you were getting some good old income off the taxes from these homeowners, and the state people's like, yep, we sure was. We were getting a nice amount of money from these in the taxes. Well, we got the ability to buy up and we own a big chunk of these houses. Okay, all right, I got you. You're a builder and you're a corporation or different things. You own these houses. All right. What the problem? What the problem is? Well, the problem is we got so many houses, it's gonna cost us a lot of money if we pay taxes on these houses. Woo! It's gonna cost us a lot of money if we had to pay taxes on these houses. So wouldn't it be a good idea to tell the people that they no longer have to pay taxes on their home? People, they gonna love it. But I feel like it's a scam. The money, it's like this state is not sitting up in a surplus. So I think it was a scam. So all these builders, they didn't want to pay taxes on all those houses. So they're acting like they're doing us a favor. But all they're doing is um, charging us the same taxes somewhere else, to where those builders are not going to have to pay it. The regular folks going to have to pay it. So now let's imagine half. I don't know. I just go with a 100 million, 100 million houses paying taxes on those houses, and 50 million of those houses now are owned by the corporation. So before you had taxes coming in from 100 million, and now it's split. Now corporations own half. Now you got 50 million um, paying the taxes. But now that 50 million need to cover that other 50 million that those people are not paying. They don't want to pay those taxes. So where does that money come from? It's left to the ordinary Joes that's going to pay for that. Sad, but that's what's going to happen. All right, we'll see. We'll see. Um, so I got let me see. Oh, I'm gonna just go right here. Somebody that knows about the real estate industry, they bought several houses. They're saying that if you don't, like, you have until like 3 years from now for a regular person to buy a house. So that American dream about buying a home is fading fast. And I saw the interview on 60 Minutes where um, I forgot what the name of the company was, and he was talking about, yeah, the American dream is for you to rent a house. Like the American dream was people wanted to own their own homes, but now they're saying no, as long as you can rent it. But so then you never own it, and that's where a lot of America's wealth came from being homeowners and having that equity in their homes. So I'm going to go to this. So if you have an opportunity to buy a house, and it's sad to say, there's a lot of foreclosures. If you had an opportunity to get information about getting a foreclosure, sometimes you can help a person. You can't help them keep the house, but you can help them probably losing thousands upon thousands of dollars if you get into the foreclosure environment. That's a whole lot. Tax lanes, that's another one. But so a lot of people losing their houses. Um, but there's still some avenues for people to be able to buy a house, but the doors are closing real fast. They're real fast. I think I just heard someone Sunday they getting. I think they're supposed to be signing the paperwork today for their new house. So the opportunities are there. Not as easy as they used to be in the past, but they're there. So now another one, another point. A lot of number 10: faith, morality, and culture. One, faith. There's a lot of decline in people going to churches. Um, a lot of yeah, a lot of churches the attendance is dropping, especially the mega churches. Have you heard? You see how many mega churches are closing? It's so many mega churches are closing. So where are those mega people going? Good question. Where are those mega people going if the mega churches are closing? I don't know. So and so now it's a great divide between spiritual, religious, and I call them the ones who relationship actually have a relationship. So a lot of it is like religion versus relationship. A lot of people say it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's certain thing that people do that's just religious or religiously, but to have a actual relationship with the Creator, that's different from religion. Religion is what people and the people that sacrifice and do stuff for their quote unquote God. And relationship with the true one and only God, He does stuff and makes sacrifices for us. It's the opposite. That's kind of like how you can tell the difference. Religion does one thing, trying to sacrifice. Relationship, the real thing, the real deal, is the Creator does the sacrifice. Um, well, yeah, that's another day, another time. Um, People are searching but are not committing. They're searching. They're searching for some answers, but they're not being committed to what they find, or it's a lot of selfishness. People are selfish. The Bible said it's going to be that way. Say that people can be lovers of themselves. We're in that time right now. And I guess you can see that in what's going on in the government, how I think it's like it's certain people supposed to be uh, quote unquote, I like the quote unquote pro life, but what it turns out to be, they're only pro birth. Well, that's the difference between pro life and pro birth. Pro birth is like banning abortion and attacking women in different situations to do with pregnancy. Um, okay. Okay, I am live. So pro, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, I guess. Pro life is more than just at the time of birth. Pro life is throughout the life. So we see a lot of different people, a lot of different organizations. All they are all about is we're gonna pass a law and make sure that you cannot have an abortion. Okay, now you make the person have the baby. We're not gonna help you with the baby. We're not gonna help you raise the baby. We're not gonna help you find housing. We're not gonna help you get food. As long as you had the baby, you were all right. That is so crazy. But that's the society we live in. So it's a lot of this back and forth, bumping heads, people arguing and screaming. That's what the Project 2025 and the administration, that's all they want is the arguing and the bickering and the going back and forth, the fighting and the harming one another, all this. But no. So I'm here to say there's something that you have in common with everybody. There always something. Even if it's hard to find, the person need to breathe. You know you got that in common. The person has to eat, so eating food is in common. Might not be all the same food, but you have that in common. You're a human being, humus, a humus being, a dirt being. So you have something in common with everybody. But the way the society set up, no, we don't have nothing in common. We can't get along. Blah 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 blah. No, that's not true. So if you find yourself in that situation where you don't think you have anything in common, find that common denominator. Uh, again, like I said, food, being outside, fishing, breathing. There's something. Try to find that one thing that y'all have in common. And I believe sometimes, not all the time, sometimes that would ease the situation. It would ease the tension. Sometimes that would help bring peace. And sometimes that would even lead you to even sometimes to friendships. Friendships with someone that you thought you would never, you have nothing in common with. Um, so just try that. Where my time? Any messages? So I hit a whole bunch of different topics. I go telemarketing. Um, I just hit a lot of different things. Like I say, so many different things that people are talking about, and I got some more subjects. I got this one. Man, he's I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight or tomorrow night. Uh, I know it's gonna be controversial. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever. Um, the other day, it's Black History Month. A lot of stuff is going on. Um, Mr. President, he released this video saying all these the proving that he wasn't racist. So what I did, I took that video, I broke it down, and I'm going to discuss everything that's going on in that video, and just show you it's just crazy. Anyway, I think it's gonna be a good show. I want y'all to join in. But yeah, I just went over some basic topics of what's going on, and I was talking about. I know if people just joining in, like, what's this? I'm at the let me promote her real quick. I'm at the selfie showroom, and I had a magazine that reached out to me and did an article on me. So this is, I thought it was an actual magazine, but this is my article. Um, so I made an audio, so I got an article that I can share the article. This is it, like I said, the print form. I just wanted to show y'all today, like, glad that thing came out. But I'm at the selfie showroom here in Jacksonville. I don't know if y'all can scan this thing or not. Let me switch cameras. See if y'all can. Mhm. If y'all can scan this, get you more information about the selfie showroom. And on the back here, on the back, she's having another one. She have these Duval Selfie Fest. And this flyer right here is for May the 31st. So the parking lot fills up with a whole lot of vendors and a lot of different people, entertainment. I think we're going to be out there. But that's going to be May the 31st. I'm not sure how often that she does this, but yeah, come check her out. Hit me up for more information. So right now, Mondays and maybe Tuesdays, we're gonna be shooting. I videotape, film another guy's podcast, shoot a couple of his podcasts. Then when I'm done filming that, I set up and probably gonna start doing some shooting in here. So that's what I got. That's what's going on. I'm here in the Selfie Studio. So check out the Selfie Studio. Great place to bring the family. Most especially, I think it's like would be a good event for like the girls, a couple of girlfriends to come out here and hang out, spend a couple of hours. Um, I would say not really. The boys, yeah, I got something for the boys, but I think it's mostly for coming from a dude. Mostly like a fun place, a fun event for the girls to come have a birthday party, a celebration, just hang out. Yeah, I think it would be a good space for that. So yeah, that's the selfie showroom. You can catch you. I'm gonna be broadcasting again live from here from on next Monday. So y'all want to join in? Somebody want to join in? I got this other thing that I do. It's called "Let Me Tell My Story." Let me tell my story is you telling your life story, or let's say like your mother, your grandfather, grandmother. Um, they have a lot of information in their head, a lot of stories that you've never heard of. Imagine you bringing them to us, to our studio, sit them down, got them looking all nice, um, have the cameras rolling, and well, they can have it before time. Anyway, they get to tell their life story. Somebody's actually going to sit down, be quiet, and let them tell what they want to tell. So now, not only does that benefit them to be able to tell their story, then that story is going to be preserved for, I don't know, eternity, not eternity, however, whatever the computers it's going to be stored on, but it's going to be here around for um, the kids and the grandkids, great grandkids, great grandkids. There's a lot of serious stories that actually the kids don't know about their actual parents. So, because when I started doing this and getting people to start talking, and the kids like, I didn't know that about you. I didn't know that. I didn't know this. Well, I never told that story. But now this is an opportunity for people to sit down and tell their story. I call it "Let Me Tell My Story." We have three packages. Um, yeah, one of the basic, on the basic package, the silver package is around an hour, but the person just sit down. So we tell the person, well, we give some a guideline, and they pick and choose whatever they're gonna talk about. So we get that. So then we do the interview. We keep it flowing by the questions that they say they want to ask. Okay, package two, the gold package is not only is the person sitting there telling a story, we can drop in some pictures so they could be talking about a particular story. We'll drop in those pictures. And then the platinum package is pretty much like a documentary. Yeah, it depends. It's still like how much you want to invest into it. It depends on how big, how small it would be. But yeah, if you really want to invest into it, it's pretty much your documentary. And that's, oh my goodness, that's a great present, a great retirement, a great birthday present. You're giving a present to them, but that present really is for you. It's really for you and your family. So again, we sit them down. In some of these situations, I would like to have like a little audience. The audience is not going to be seen. The audience, like the kids and the grandkids, get to sit down and listen to their grandparents tell these stories. But they're not gonna, they're not really gonna interact with them, but they get to hear the stories. And then after the recording is over, I know they can have a lot of questions. So that's why I like a little bit of studio audience to like sometimes they could be giggling and they be shocked of some of the stories. So that's all you can hear. You probably hear the shocks and the ahs, but they're not going to participate in the video. So we can let the person get that video out, get the story out. We come back in post production, add pictures, add video. So they bring some video clips from back in the day or pictures, and if they won an award from the president or something, we can drop that in there. Like you know. So then when we finish post production or production, that your family has this video that they can duplicate, they can share, they can preserve. So now they got this story, and like I said, a lot of these stories, a lot of people as they get older, they stop. Well, some people still keep talking, but some people they start to forget, or sometimes the stories get limited. So if we, especially some people, I got this man, the young man is like 103. I'm really trying to get the appointment set up. Hey, he's 103. I'm not rushing him, but I know we don't have that much time. And it's other people too. We're like, yeah, we gonna do it. We're gonna set up an appointment. Like, come on now. Tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not even promised for me. So I need to redo. I just did a short version. Even myself, I need to go ahead and record. Like I did this article. I did this article. It's like it was a fast version. Matter of fact, see, I can use my article and elaborate on some of the stuff I was talking about. Put that on video. See, that'll be my video already ready to go. But I'm looking to do and record other people. So if you would like to do this, get in contact with me. I'm representing Purpose Inspired TV, or you can contact me, FMN Live LLC at gmail.com. That will get you closer to more information about the Let Me Tell My Story. That's going to be done by Purpose Inspired TV and FMN Live Productions. All right. I thank y'all for your time. I don't even know where's the clock at on this thing. I have no idea how long I've been running my mouth. I know my throat is just as dry as it's wanted to be because I forgot to bring something to drink up here. I still don't see. Where's the clock? Where is the clock? There it is, right there. Now I got these fake glasses I can't see. Take that off. Oh, that's been an hour and 11 minutes. Oh, all right, time to go. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know, I'm sorry. Did I get any comments over here? I missed it. Anyway, y'all let me know. Hey, this is Lil Joe from the mind of Lil Joe. I like to talk about all different topics. I like to help motivate people. There's three things. I'm gonna say that before I go. Three main things that I talk about. It's the three P's. Is politics. Is purpose. Really, purpose is the main thing. Pop. You do it in order. Purpose. I like to help people find their purpose. Everybody, everybody, everybody has a purpose. As long as you have breath, you have a purpose. So that's number one. Number two, politics. Not only like the politics like the elections, but it's politics even on your job. It's politics everywhere. And number three, PPP is partnership. So another way of saying partnership is uh, relationships. But I need the P word. But partnership is having a relationship dealing with couples, husband and wife, children, parents and children. So I talk about those different topics. But also partnerships is business. Is working with people in different business. Is actually going to working on a job. You need to know how to interact with working with people on the job. So we have those different types of subjects. We talk about different politics in the world, politics in the government, politics on your workplace, politics in your home, politics in your family. So if politics goes in a lot of different areas. So that's the other P and purpose. Everybody have a purpose. So it's our goal. I named it. Purpose is so important to me. I named the whole TV channel Purpose Inspired TV. Everybody has a purpose to inspire people. Purpose, God gave you a purpose. Your purpose is what would take you and take care of you throughout your life. So purpose is very important. I believe every time I go through downtown and see all those people, there's so many homeless people. If I believe a big percentage of them, if they knew what their purpose was, they may not be still on the street. If they are pursuing their purpose, as they're pursuing that God-given purpose, provision to fulfill that purpose will come along, or God will guide them as they're going through there, being obedient and doing that purpose. God will guide them along the way, and provision for that purpose to be fulfilled will be provided. All these P's. Purpose will be provided. The provision for the purpose will be provided. Amen. All right, that's it for me today. All right, until next time, get in contact with us. God bless. Little Joe out.